Hello everybody, pangoduck here, and today we're going to start a Warhammer campaign, Total War Warhammer 2, one of my favourite games of all time, if I'm honest. And we're going to play Tretch Craventail, which is Clan Rictus. I'll be honest, Tretch is so underwhelming to me, and the reason I picked him is I just want to change that. And also, I kind of want to play Skaven up in this left corner with the Dark Elves. So, here we are. This is modded. I've got SFO and just a few other little bits. Creative Assembly actually released a patch the other day which broke all of my mods, and I essentially just went on a whip round around the workshop until I could find a collection which vaguely worked. So here we are. You'll be pleased to know I've spared you the prattling of this gentleman. And let's be honest, we all know how Skaven play. Chapter objective: occupy, loot, raise or sack 4 different settlements. That should not be a problem. Okay, so, well, before we get too carried away, things to think about. Obviously the climate, yeah, well, it's suitable for this area, obviously. And we hate clan wars. Public order +4 whenever a treaty is broken, so we will be looking to backstab people, which I thought might be fun. In general, we're just kind of going to corrupt the whole area and backstab everybody that we get the opportunity to. We have +10% speed, better chance of intercepting people who are underground or in the beast paths, etc. And we get some unique skills buffing Skaven slaves, and we also have special Rictus storm vermin. So my general plan... Yes, Tretch, okay, I know you are. My general plan is kind of just to build, which I know this is a lot of people's Skaven plan in general, but I'm just going to get a bunch of slaves, and then I'm just going to fire all kinds of weaponry and, you know, and stuff in their direction, and if it also clips the enemy a bit, that's a net positive, you know? So that's what we're going to do. We actually start with quite a few slaves. We can't build anything except clan rats. We're already limited on slaves. But I'm kind of hoping that I can just go ahead and build, yes, the weapon stump. Which will mean we can go ahead and get ourselves warp grinders at that level. But if we get up a bit higher, we are only level 2. Well, basically, what I want to do is get up here and get some globadiers, and then eventually warp fire throwers, etc. There is an argument to go for night runners instead, but I just don't want to. Now, we can build an iron mine. The thing about iron is, I don't really think it does anything for Skaven. Except, obviously, you can trade it for money, but we're very unlikely to get trade agreements, and those that we do, we're just going to break them, aren't we? So, and I know it gives untainted, but I'm kind of going from a Skaven corruption, screw it kind of approach. So I'm not really sure we should build this. I think for now, we're either going to build... Well, question. We're going to attack here first. I think we can take it with our existing army. So, what we'll probably do is raid. What do we need? 25% to raid. So let's move towards it. I don't envision there being an army there. I hope I'm not wrong. Excellent. So we're going to raid. We're not going to recruit any more units. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to destroy this. Wait, hang on. It goes up to... Oh, it does go up to level 4. Maybe I'm not going to destroy it. Look, I'm making a lot of decisions on the fly. I thought it only went up to level 3. In which case, I was going to build it in the Twisted Glade. Well, I'll tell you what. For the moment, we're just going to leave it at level 1 in case I decide to destroy it. And we are going to build something that gives us a technology. So let's get the Rattling Warrens. We'll take the growth. We'll take Skaven Corruption. It gives us a bit more capacity for our slaves. Let's just build that. And that'll do. So, next question. We may as well get an early peek into Tretch. There is another point here, which is his Grand Chieftain trait, which means... we ambush, we get a nice buff on melee attack, and also if we retreat when someone first engages us and then attack them after, well, if they chase us and attack us, we get a buff on that as well. Speed for everybody, and crucially, everything in my army gets Vanguard deployment, so we are going to be up in people's faces. Now let's just have a quick look at these special, well, if we can find them, these special slave boosting technologies. Technologies, you know what I mean? Skills. I assume it's these. Okay, so snatched rats, upkeep, recruit rank, promises of food, melee defense, guarantees of food, melee attack, or incredible luck. Skaven slaves cause fear and increase leadership. It does say that we can only get one of these four, and it locks the others, so we do have to make a decision. It could well be melee defense or leadership and fear for me, on the basis that I'm envisioning them holding the line and then just getting battered. Okay, well, let's not beat around the bush. Let's move on. And we will take Twisted Glade, and then we will move up to Monoliths. I'll tell you what I should have done. I probably should have had a little word with these guys and seen if we can get a non-aggression. Let's do that now. Clan Corond. Oh, we have one already. Well, we can break that later for public order. Can we get a trade agreement? Just we might as well. Even if I don't build the iron, we might as well just have one, right? Wow, 8 food from raiding? Dude, okay, right, let's well, we're going to upgrade that. Let's also go ahead and set our first technology going, which is excellent. We get some food and extra food capacity. Oh, they've upgraded to 8. That's annoying. Well, it is the first battle. We are not going to auto-resolve. We also have an alarming amount of slaves, so you never know. And, yeah, let's take our first settlement. Alrighty, this should be a formality. And there isn't much time for a huge intro because, as you can see, thanks to Vanguard deployment, we are right in their faces. They have blobbed up and we intend to surround them with the slaves. We have our Death Runners charging forward here. They're very fast. They are very fast. And then we have some Storm Vermin on either flank. There's some Storm Vermin right over here. And our Doom Wheel is straight into the action as we envelop them with slaves. I just wanted the Doom Wheel to come and catch some of these archers. What? Dark Shards? Yeah, they are Dark Shards. They look a bit weird to me. But yes, they are Dark Shards. I didn't want them running away too far. You can see that our Death Runners have caught another group with some slaves coming in to make a bit of a meat shield in there. We don't want our Death Runners taking too much damage. I think we can find Tretch. In fact, you can see the command to leave the battle, which is very Tretch-like. Don't want him taking too much damage. If he can just sneak. Come on. Yep. Well done, Tretch. Come away. He is going to just have a bit of an overview on things for a moment before he casts his buff. You can see the slave slingers in the background chucking rock after rock. They're not doing anything. And we have received the buff from Tretch. Stay here, I'll get help. Leadership, physical resistance, speed. Just wanted them to last a little bit longer in the fight. What is happening in the back lines? As you can see, whilst I was prattling on, the Death Runners, the Doom Wheel, we've made pretty short work of all of their archer units. We will now chase them down and finish the job. The Doom Wheel comes in and everybody breaks! Well, that was pretty simple. Look at the Death Runners. They absolutely ran riot. That was crazy. Okay, well, I guess that was to be expected. Decisive victory indeed. Right, we will... Okay, calm. One at a time. Okay, just don't mouse over anything. Rictus... Oh my god, this clan. Right. Right, we're going to loot an occupier, I guess, because we obviously want to take at least a province. The only slight worry is that this is going to start costing us food, but we'll manage. So, magic resistance for Tretch there. On the Obsidian Trinket. Excellent. We will take the standard Root Marcher. And then I guess... Now here's the question. Do we want to boost our economy more? Or do we want to just go in there and start buffing the Skaven slaves? I'm not really sure we need to buff them yet. I'd rather get kind of economical boosts quicker. Do we want to... I mean, it's only minus 3% upkeep. It's not huge. I wonder if we should be doing Ancient Cunning instead. I mean, I like all of these. Maybe we'll do the Corruption first. Is that what we want? Ah, screw it. Yeah, let's do it. We can now recruit a couple of extra slaves. Do we want to do that? Well, let's talk... Yeah, that can only go up to level 3, so it does make sense to keep our barracks here. Say barracks, clan pit. So I think we'll just keep it and we will upgrade it. We have a lot of money. We do have a lot of money. We'll get more slaves because they're cheap. And just for the sake of it, we'll get some clan rats. I'm just trying to decide whether I want spears. Are we going to be facing large units? Not really. Not really. I'll get some anyway, though. You never know. Okay, excellent. Right. Jolly good show. So the monoliths is, I assume, the last settlement that these guys actually have. Faction-wide caps.
Tretch Craventail.
If we... I'm deciding whether to just stay inside our province and recruit again. But is that going to mean another turn to get to them? Well, let's move here. Obviously, if I just move in all the way, I'll be able to reach them next turn. Is there value in that? Over recruiting 3 more units of clan rats? Good question. I think we will stay here and recruit on the basis that even if we can't reach next turn, we can just raid them. So we'll do that. And we can replenish a little bit. That's fine. So we'll just go ahead and get 3 units of regular clan rats. Food is indeed rocketing down, but that's fine. That's fine, we'll sort it out. Tretch has got a plan. Tretch has always got a plan. If you haven't read about him, I really recommend just head over to the wiki, have a bit of a read. He is, we do not want Beastmen Rising, he is a very wily customer. Let's upgrade this. Don't we get food off one of these buildings? Like, should I have picked... Oh, maybe not. So are we saying we only get food from special... Oh, hang on. Oh no, food consumption. Yeah, we don't want that. We only get food from special buildings then, it would appear. You know, special resources and special building chains. That's fine. Can we reach? Yeah, I think so. So, I mean... Oh, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. What was I worried about? Ah! Right, the monoliths. Let us wipe these gentlemen from the face of the earth. I'm not quick saving to save scum, okay? I'm just quick saving in case it crashes. I see you. I see you watching. I see your comments. Just chill. Okay, I think this is going to be a little bit more messy than the first battle. As our wall of slaves clashes into the Druki. We have got a lot happening in this one. Let's take a look. Same strategy, just a lot more men. Or elves, I should say. We have the Death Runners running in. Unfortunately, they are going to have to fight straight up. They're not going to get a lot of support because I wanted to engage these as soon as possible. And so, I mean, look at the damage, though. Look at the damage. They've carved them to bits. They're running away. We do have the support coming in. We line up behind for a rear charge. Clan Rats charging into the back of these Dread Spears. Now, the problem with having a lot of slaves against a lot of Dread Spears is things unfold as you can imagine, except the areas where you have to make use of your Storm Vermin, your Doom Wheel, your Death Runners. And so I've brought a storm vermin in on each flank just to try and turn the tide in those areas. Tretch, unfortunately, is locked in combat with their leader, as well as a bunch of dread spears. That is not a good place for him to be. But he's holding his own. He's hitting them with his pitchfork. He's calling them nasty names. And as you can see in the background, the Doom Wheel is looking to provide some assistance. A passing volley. It's going to go and rescue some Skaven slave slingers who unfortunately were met by the dread spears. There's a lot of dread spears in this battle. It was hard to keep them all tied up and still win the battles. The Doom Wheel's out of control, actually. It's just kind of flying around, hitting anything that it feels like. We've completely sandwiched in these Black Ark Corsairs and these Bleak Swords. We will win this one eventually, but unfortunately they're quite sticky, these units. We don't have enough damage dealing units to really sort them out. Our Death Runners have taken a little bit of a punishing over here, but they are chasing these away now. But apart from our Death Runners and our Doom Wheel, we really are struggling for damage. We have the 2 Storm Vermin and units, and they're great. They'll hold on. But in terms of damage, we're struggling. So there's a lot of retreating, running away, coming back. Typical Skaven. Doom Wheel is at the very least having a good time. We're not losing. We're fine. Now that the Storm Vermin have come in to help Tretch, he's okay. Well, he's still dying, but at least he's not dying alone, you know. And it's better than dying alone. Hopefully, the Death Runners and these Clan Rats, I believe they are indeed Clan Rats, can just turn the tide against these Dread Spears. I expect that in time they will break. The damage output of the Death Runners is huge, and since they have the Clan Rats to just take a little bit of the damage away, they should do a job on these. And as I say that, they start to break. I'm sure they'll cut through them eventually. Okay, we'll check back in on them at a later time when I don't look so silly for saying it. A lot of our Clan Rats are running away. Is this looking a bit dicey? There's a lot of retreating. These Storm Vermin are doing an excellent job, I must say, though. In fact, they've just broken the swords. They're moving forward. We've got some more Clan Rats coming in as well. We're just trying to take care of these Black Orc Corsairs. Black Ark Corsairs. I do apologise. Tretch has... Where is Tretch? Tretch? You left your Storm Vermin to fight alone. That said, they are... I've not really given the Storm Vermin enough credit. They've still got a lot of health. They look fine. Oh! Oh! Doom Wheel. And indeed, those Dread Spears, I've seen enough. It's funny, really. The Doom Wheel has a real effect. Well, I guess looking at that, it's not surprising. It has a real effect on morale, I was going to say. Look at it. It's just mowing through them over and over again. Here it comes again. Oh my. Okay. If we are going to win this battle, I think the Doom Wheel's carried just a wee smidgen. You can see in the distance the Death Runners have left the battle, or are leaving. Oh, and as I say that, they're coming back. They're coming back. Are you coming back? Tretch is coming back. Oh, are we going to win? Yes, they've all broken. Thank goodness. That was a lot closer than it needed to be. Alright, well, it was a little bit on the dicey side, I'll admit. But, you know, we won, and that's all that matters. We won, so we will take. We'll just leave it at level 1. We don't want to sink our food completely. We have a province, and the Forge Bound are destroyed, and it was never in doubt. Well, it might have been a bit, but... Ooh, 8 food. We have a lot of money, right? We have a lot of money, so I think we will go exploitative planning, and we will take the corruption and the food for this here province. Public order is a little bit rough. I also kind of regret building this here. But we'll take the early boost to growth. We can just destroy it later. It's not a huge deal. Now, I wouldn't mind I potentially should have done this already for that battle. This would have been helpful, but there you go. Do we want leadership or do we want melee defense? Let's take a look at Skaven slaves. Okay, well, yeah. 40 leadership, 15 melee defense. Okay.
Mighty am I.
So we can change that into 25 melee defense. Does it? I guess it makes them a bit more tanky. I'm just going to go ahead and go incredible luck, though. I think that suits the theme of Clan Rictus and of Tretch as well. So we're going to do that. And we're going to go corruptive. We are going to certainly sit and replenish for a moment while we decide on our next target.
Curious, quaint creatures.
We are curious.
Fear the black cord.
Let's just see if we can get any treaties.
Approach me if you must.
Approach me if you must.
Acquit yourself well.
Okay, so the question is, do we want to go essentially west or east? There are some pastures here which would provide food. That is quite a long way south, though. I mean, we can just skip Clarkerond and go straight for Bleak Holes. But I wouldn't mind. I would not mind just taking out Karan Kar and having this whole piece of land be ours. We don't get start again. We don't get food from ports, do we? No. Quite a lot of money in it, though. Okay. Well, either way, we can't do anything in terms of diplomacy, so let's just keep moving forward. That is a decision that we have to make. I mean, if we go west and we do attack, do you know what? Their names are annoying me. The Red Elves. If we do attack, ooh, nice growth in public order for 10 turns. That does open us up to quite a few more enemies, including powerful enemies, such as Malekith. And if we go south and do take Hag Hall for the food, we do find old Alithanar down here, which is not something I'm particularly looking forward to. And in fact, he might even take Hag Hall before we get there. So I think we will try and push east and just solidify this area. But we do need to replenish a bit first. I don't suppose we can raid and replenish, can we?
Hi, chieftain.
Because I wouldn't mind just kind of raiding my way through, getting some food, getting some money. It does not appear that that is the case. So we will sit tight. We will sit tight. Yeah, that's fine. We'll sit tight for a couple of turns. And I was going to say, and then I'll come back to you in a couple of turns. But looking at the time, we might as well cut it here. So we'll just check the start of the next turn, make a couple of decisions, and then we'll call it for this one. And then probably in between episodes, I will move things forward a little bit. Now we do have a decision to make. On technology, recruit rank +2 for clan rats, income from post-battle loot, or, well, this does give us food, which I am leaning towards early on. Night runners, speed. I don't particularly want to go down this tree right now, but I may well just spend 4 turns getting some extra food. I assume this is baseline, like flat, right? We just have a flat. I assume it's not going to kick in until next turn. Yeah, you see how there's a technology section under production? So yeah, I assume it's 2 every turn, right? So this would take it to 4 every turn from technology. So I think we'll do this, but then we'll jump back up here and go towards this casualty replenishment because... Oh yeah, and we can buff Skaven Slave. Yeah, that's the way we're going to want to go. But I will take this early food boost. Settlement. Yes, we certainly will build you up a level. I am wondering if I have made a grievous mistake with this building. Well, not grievous. It doesn't matter. But we could be building warp grinders right now. Maybe, I mean, to be fair, you can get basic clan rats anyway from here, so... But those Rictus storm vermin. Look, there's a lot of decisions to make. I need to think about it, but for now, we'll stick with the barracks. And we will just hope to overwhelm these wonderful people. And we probably have enough money to go ahead and recruit another lord and have a look at a stack of slaves. But we'll leave that for the next one. So, thank you for watching, everybody, and I will see you in the next one.